Guys, it's Ahmed from Sanctum Squad. We're here with Kazim and we're here with Ryan. What did you do, Ryan?
Well, I lost some cards, to be fair. It's been a really long day and I've just lost some cards. I don't know where they've gone. I don't think any of my opponents stole them, so I think they've just disappeared into the ether.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. That's Ryan with his story about Luna. What did you actually do?
I came second at the Brotherhood Gaming's regional well, it's supposed to be in London, but it was actually Isha, sorry. Playing Mitsurugi Ryzeal. It's a good deck. I'd recommend it. It's definitely better than White Forest.
Where did you come, sorry?
Second.
What did you just say?
Anyway, moving on swiftly.
My White Forest deck profile will be up soon as well. I came 7th, Ryan came 2nd.
Quick chat about the list. It's very similar to the one that won the YCS last weekend. I just made a few changes to it myself, just my own personal preference. Okay. So we'll just get straight into it. So for the Mitsu cards, played 3 Habakiri, 1 Murakamo. You don't need to play more than this. You can just recycle it very easy with prayers. And it's a brick to draw, so you don't need to play more. And 1 each of the level 4s. I didn't play Night Sword Serpent. Again, it's just another brick. Obviously, it can get you into your Raiziel engine, but you know, if you're playing that far anyway, you've probably been in the game. I do think you have to play 3 of these, unfortunately. You might not have to play this. Realistically, you probably want this just for an extra starter. 1 ritual, don't play the second. Again, I'm just trying to reduce the bricks here. It can be strong to draw, because obviously all you have to do is resolve the King of the Pharaohs, but to be honest with the Habakiri, that's all you need to do anyway to get into the full combo, so you don't need more than this.
Yeah, it's pretty strong by itself, isn't it? Yeah.
And then 3 prayers. It's the best card in the engine. You got to play.
Kusanagi can add from banished as well, can't it?
It can.
So even if it gets banished, you
still. So there's no
real
real reason to need to play 2.
Yeah.
Onto the Raiziel.
No sword. No Night Sword Servant.
Oh yeah, no Night Sword. Yeah. Raiziels play 2 ice, 2x, 2 sword, and then for the brick ones play Star Node. Again, these are pretty self-explanatory. I wasn't playing this for a while, but as soon as I put it in, it became one of my favourite cards of the day.
I think it's become it's become the scariest one as an opponent. I think Star is...
Yeah, if your opponent goes normal or summon Star, that means they've already got everything and you've probably lost. Also, just using this to force out interaction when you go in second, because obviously they have to do something to cross, otherwise you just negate anything you want. And the aforementioned cross. And then for the searchers, play 1 Bonfire, 3/7 Tachyon. If you're playing a reduced deck count, I'm currently on 42. If you're playing 40, you probably don't need these. Especially if you're going to play Night Sword Serpent, but I just like these for the extra consistency. It's a bit rough playing into draw, which there is a lot of at the moment, so you just got to manage it and only use it when you have to. Onto the non-engine. Played 6 more Charmies, 3 for Alos, 3 Perudia.
How was Perudia for you?
It's hit or miss, to be honest. It was really good against me all day whenever it got backed on me, but it didn't do a whole lot for me today. Fortunately, I didn't play any White Forest today. This card is an FTK apparently.
Wow.
These cards, obviously, they're awkward to draw going first, but quite often you're only playing with your Mitsu cards, and the fact that these are level 4 comes up quite often. Because I'm not playing the Night Sword, you can only really put up 1 level 4 with your Mitsu cards unless you already draw some. So being able just to slap another level 4 down and make the duo does come up. Play 3 Ash. Just to negate more Charmies, really, to be perfectly honest.
Did you ever side any Ashes out?
No, this was a constant in my deck. I barely sided these out, to be honest, only against the Elvish player. This card's cracked every time I drew it. I resolved it, I won.
Yeah.
I think I have to play 3. And only the 1 off draw. I didn't want to go too heavy on the draws because I'm already playing 6 more Charmies. And while quite often they don't conflict, because these will get negated by an Ash or whatever, or sometimes if you've drawn enough, you can draw your opponent. and if that just feels right, you can stop their turn while you've drawn a few cards. But I mainly main the one as a cross-out target because you have to be able to beat draw in this deck. And then one call by one cross-out to play through hand traps.
No talents in the main.
No talents in the main. I only really like talents going first, just to rip a hand trap. I don't think it helps you play through hand traps too much. And going second, it's just really not strong, especially into Malice and Mitsu. But obviously against certain decks you would side it in.
Yeah.
And then 3 Imp.
How was Imperm?
Imperm was good, to be honest. I played against Horror Stun today. And I impermed a Majesty's Fiend game 1 and a Vanny's Fiend game 2. So
I know a lot of people have started cutting Imperm. That's why I asked.
To the extra, 1 detonator, 2 duo drive. Second one doesn't really come up, to be honest. You could definitely cut this for anything you want, but the extra deck is pretty free in this deck, I think. So you've got space to fit the second one in. 1 throw limps. Obviously you resolve this card, you go full Mitsu combo, but its main job really is to bait a hand trap.
Yeah.
2 twin. 1 Dugares. It's my favourite card in the extra. It's just unlimited utility. Draw into your hand traps. You can reborn a random Amino when you've run out of prayers. Just a great card all around.
Have you ever reborn the Lancier with it today?
I didn't today, but obviously that does come up. 1 Gallant. Just there to search nib, that is all it does. Baguska. This is sort of your plan B if you get hand trapped quite a lot. You just pivot into Baguska and hope. I only made it once today and it got instantly impermed. But I did win that game, so it was alright.
Oh, was it against Kazum?
Yeah, some absolute chop.
Shout out Kazum.
And the removal Xyz. These come up so often. I resolved this against the Eldritch player round 1. I think he just forgot that it existed, which can happen. And these 2, I make one of these at least once, almost every game. They're so helpful when you're breaking boards, just adding problem cards. And today my detonator got nibbed. I made a Tornado Dragon a sort of replacement for it, and it did exactly the same thing as the detonator would have done. 1 Masquerade just for the 7th Tachyon. 1 Aggregator. And 1 Haggard Lizardos. This card doesn't come up too often. It's mainly there just to clear nib or nib tokens off the board. But you can use it just to out annoying stuff that's too big, or get a free draw.
Side deck.
And the side. Just pretty straightforward stuff. Play 3 Meowls, 3 Lancia, just for those pesky Malice players. The second and third roll, mainly for the mirror. Obviously, it comes in against random decks.
I think it's good against a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's good against a lot of stuff, to be honest. This deck's only real silver bullet. So if you're in the mirror and you can resolve a draw, you're probably going to win. 1 Feather Duster, didn't see this all day. 1 Talents, didn't see this all day. This is mainly for going first. Obviously, you started it in going second against sort of more mid-rangey decks. But in the mirror and in Malice, I don't think it's worth playing in going second. 3 Solemn Judgment. I saw the list last week was playing the Harvey's Featherstorm. Obviously, it's a really good card. It will get you 3 wins, but to be perfectly honest, I just went for the less clunky, bog standard Brexit British Solemn Judgment.
Hold on, sis.
And then lastly, 1 Cowboy just for burn, and a Ragnar Affinity just to search the Lancers off the 7th Tachyon.
Nice. Yeah. Any things to add on to the list?
Yeah, obviously got to shout out the boys, shout out the Sanctum Squad, shout out my testing partners, Armin and Kasim, for putting up with me while I'm screaming at them for doing whatever they're doing. So thanks for that. I guess shout out Charlie Fuchs. This is basically his list with a few changes, so obviously he's been a big influence on this list.
Brexit changes, yeah?
Huh?
Brexit changes, yeah?
Yeah, none of that word nonsense. Pure Brexit. And then, other than that, yeah, thanks everyone.
Peace.